Is that where the
Hello and welcome to another one of our Faroes trips, or another one of my adventures, or whatever you'd like to call it. I'm actually standing at the FO petrol station at the moment. You can see the prices on there, just to give you an idea what the price of the fuel is in the Faroe Islands. And we're going on a massive hike today. This is a 2-hour hike with a couple of hours when we get there, and a 2-hour hike back. It's a good 6 or 7 hour excursion today. We've booked a guide for this one, and we've also got Andre's come to join us again. We seem to have made friends. He spent the last couple of days with us, and I suppose we're going to spend the whole week with him if he doesn't have to go back to work. But yeah, it's really good to have someone local that gives us some information and stuff like that as well. We're waiting for our guide to turn up. I think we're booked from about 11 o'clock, and then we're going to head down that way. I'm not going to tell you where we're going just yet, but you that know the island will already know where we're heading. But this is quite an exciting one for all of us. This is probably priority the one that we've been looking for. Yeah, definitely the priority one we've been looking for. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you just yet. I'll speak to you in a little while when I start heading that way and get a bit warmed up. So we've got a bit of a gathering. There's actually 12 of us on this hike today. So we've got 12 people, and our guide's here in the blue. Didn't catch her name. I will try and catch her name later on. Maybe even have a chat. But yeah, quite looking forward to this. It's going to be quite good fun. Lots of conversation to have on the way as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. The walk's not too bad. Ooh, it's a long one. So we are off. This is it. We're starting to make the move. We're already at the back, but it doesn't matter. Our guide's name is Helga, and her father owns the land, so she's been doing this. This is her business, their business, and we've also been told we've got the option that feels like maybe something's wobbling around. We've got the option that we can possibly get the boat back later on. So depending on the time we get there, and depending on how well we got on with photography and stuff like that, we've got that option of saving half the journey back and getting a boat. And I think it might be quite nice. It just, like I said, it just depends on the time, what this walk's like going out. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this. This is one of those ones that's been on my bucket list for quite some time. So yeah, I'll tell you where we're going. We're going Dangarnir. Let's face it, we're getting a boat back. That's where we're going. Dangarnir. And this is one spectacular place to photograph. But we are looking like the 4 biggest photographers here. The others all look like they're having a walk with a camera, if that makes any sense. Whew. Right, let's concentrate on the walk and see how hard it really is. So we've started the hike, and already you can see when you hear the information and stuff like that the path can be treacherous under conditions. The drop beside us is only short, but it is into the sea. You're not going to roll down and stop. So it's an interesting walk to start with, and I'm sure it's only going to get better and better. We are now on the beach at the moment, walking across the beach. I wouldn't have a clue whether we're halfway, quarter way, 1/10 of the way. I have no idea where we are. All I can say is we are making our way along the coastline. There's no up and downs at the moment. It's pretty level, it's pretty good. And we've been just warned, you know, the end is a little bit steeper climb. It gets a bit more interesting. I just asked our guide and Andre about whether there's any fossils over here. If someone can enlighten me and let me know, I'm really interested, because they've never even heard of it before. So it's quite strange. I just imagined that dinosaurs roamed here once upon a time, but maybe they didn't. Maybe it's just too far away, or the ferries were too difficult to get to, as Mr. Roger said. But yeah, I'm interested to know. Let me know in the comments below and give me some history on that. But yeah, it's not a bad walk at the moment, and it's just nice talking to some new people from different countries and just listening, really, more than anything. If you haven't seen my other vlogs from our trip so far, I'll put a link up in the corner to the first one, and just follow the series. I'm sure there'll be something in there interesting. It's unlike any other vlogs you've seen from the Faroe Islands. It's very Compton style, rough and ready, and not too clean cut, and lots of photographs. Ooh, we're still plodding on. The interesting bit's starting to happen now. We're going to sort of make our way up a little bit, and you can always imagine that bit in the pictures that you've seen before. So we're obviously going over this way, probably where we start to climb and do a little bit of up and downs. But first though, make our way across this little bit of river, bit of water, and it's been fine. The walk's been okay, pretty level, pretty gentle, and the weather's still quite calm at the moment. So yeah, everything's good. Everyone's here. It feels really strange just walking and walking and walking. We are nearing the epicness of the views and stuff to be opened up in front of us, and you're about to see what it is I've waited 2 years to see, and it's looking amazing so far. Here we go. you're seeing it just as I am as I come over the brow of the hill. And there she is in front. A little bit there. How cool is that? And how amazing is it? 2 years in the waiting to get to here, and we're going to go all the way over to the end point so we can get the photographs on this end ridge just there. So yeah, absolutely buzzing. Yesterday, or in the last video you saw, we were on the top of this one, so we were up there looking back across, and we took pictures of the island over there and the sunset back that way. But yeah, this is what it's all about, this piece here. Absolutely fantastic. And we've also got salmon. They do a lot of salmon farming. They don't have a big traditional cook meal like we do, like a roast dinner or something. Whew. Breezy. I'm not going to put my coats on yet, not until I stop. But that's it. That's definitely it. Oh well. So the camera's out. We're here. You can see the lenses here. I'm actually standing right on the edge of the cliff again. No, I'm not. It's a roll down to the bottom. You wouldn't want to be rolling down and losing your camera bag down this way. But we've got a nice classic sort of looking shot. Because it's a long way off, we're getting that bigger vista scale, the bigger vista image. You can see all the detail on it in this light because it's quite a nice muted flat light. It's giving you all the details and stuff. So what I've done is I brought my camera down quite low. By bringing my camera down low, I've got this nice leading line coming from the bottom right hand side, and it's leading you round through the image. And I've got a polarizer on just to take a little bit of the glare out of the water. And at f11, that should be enough to give me that depth of field right through the image. So I've taken a bracketed shot to make sure I've got all the, all the dynamic range that I need. But what I did make sure I do is by coming down lower, I've got some little rocks on the left-hand bottom corner of the image. I think it works really, really well. So I'm going to put this up and put my selfie shot up, the classic one. A little bit different to the first part. We're now walking along the edge, pretty much of the edge of the cliff. If I was to show you where we're coming along, you can see the guys behind there. And yeah, you don't get a lot of respite if you're going to come off the edge of this. You're pretty much goosed, in all fairness. So it's concentrate on your feet. Don't be stupid. And I prefer a walking stick at least for this, so I can put it on my right hand side so that it pushes me into the cliff rather than off the edge. But every step you have to look at in front of you. It's a proper track. This is the way the guide brings you, but it is one to bear in mind if you're coming on this trip, is don't be scared of heights. But the light up in front, look at the light up in front up there. How fantastic is that going off? Lovely little bits of coloured, colours and light drifting across them cliffs in front of us, and that's what it's all about. I said at the beginning we had the option of a boat trip back. Mr. O's feeling it a little bit on his calf, and in all fairness we'd got to go all the way back up this hill and walk along, so I'm favouring the option of the boat as well, I think. And I like the idea of actually being out on the sea and having a look at it in a slightly different way that not Joe Public gets to do, not every single day. So yeah, and there's a slight hint from Andre that we might be getting a slightly different tour around at part that wouldn't normally happen, so keep that quiet, don't let everyone know. we can't actually see Dangarnir from where we are at the moment. It's just there, the sea arch anyway. The whole thing's Dangarnir, the whole part. But look at this for heights. If you're not keen on heights, you wouldn't want to be going down there, would you? It's a right long way down. Really is a long way down. I'll show you this bit here as well. This is just absolutely crazy. So always be aware there's a guide watching you and she'll tell you off if you get too close. So that's where I've just been stood, that little bit there. Andre's already called me crazy. I told you that in the last video. I am. Oh, this is so cool. But this last little bit here, just creeping up this bit, we've walked miles along here, maybe I think 3 miles. I'll just check in a minute on my phone, but this bit here was really steep, and you can see the paths along, but see, this is all privately owned and belongs to this lady here. Well, it belongs to her dad, but you know, hey, it'll be hers one day. It'll definitely be hers one day. Right, let's get down and get the picture that we have actually come for. We're getting a little bit closer. I found this lovely big boulder down in front of me to get a picture of that wide angle, getting it all in, and the pinnacle and everything like that, the little peninsula sticking out. And I think this is fantastic. And finally, after 2 years in planning and everything, we're actually standing in front of Dangarnir, which is something I've been dreaming of for a long time. I'm going to go down a bit further. I'm definitely making my way down there where the guys are down there. I'm going to get down there so I can get this arch and see right through it and try and get the shape of it and all leading back. But for now, wide angle shot, handheld, before I get my tripod off my back, just at the bottom here. So I'll put this one up to down the bank a little bit, and this is rather a steep little bit with lots of little steps, and I just carried my tripod in my hand. Absolutely crazy, really is. Simon's making his way down now, but I've come down below Dangarnir a little bit, and I think what I've got to do is I've got to get my drone out. I think the drone shot is going to be the shot to have, and I'm going to have a go with it. So I'm taking a couple of shots as it is. I've got polarizer on and polarizer off just to see if there's any difference. I've got this rock face on my left hand side, but Dangarnir is bang in front of me and I can see right through the arch, which is pretty cool. But I do want to go down now to the right onto the rocks down beside me, and then I'm going to move down even further still. So you know, I want to go down onto these rocks here and then move down onto the water rocks and get some water down there. But Dangarnir is in them, you know, it's looking pretty big, pretty spectacular in front of us now. You can see Simon's just coming up behind us. This bit here is quite a tricky one. Get myself up on the rock and sitting down with myself inside the arch. Perfect. Unfortunately, we haven't got any light splashes or anything dramatic, anything hitting it. But what I probably will do is I'll make it a little bit more gritty and a bit grungy and made it moody out of it. There's loads of birds over there. I'm going to get my drone out. Got permission to use my drone. It's all down to the the birds are nesting. Obviously, if there's birds and stuff nesting here, then it's not a good idea to fly the drone because you upset the birds, and they're very much into the conservation and looking after the birds and the wildlife, so it's very important. But I'm going to get it out. I'm going to go probably wide with it. I'm not too keen on getting in close. I want to go wide just to get that big scale of what it's all about. It's really, really cool. And I was going to come over and introduce you to our lovely guide, but she shoved a cigarette in her mouth. She's allowed to. She's allowed to. She lives here. Say hello. Say hello. Introduce yourself.
My name is Helga Gottesen. And yeah, what more can I say?
I don't know. Come and visit the Faroe Islands and come and visit Dangarnir. How do you say Dangarnir? Is it?
Drangarnir.
Drangarnir?
Yes.
See, we've even been calling it Dangarnir, and when you watch YouTube, it's all Dangarnir, but it's Drangarnir.
Drangarnir, yeah.
Drangarnir, see? Straight from the horse's mouth.
Actually...
Yeah, that teacher, wasn't it? Give up that smoking.
No, that's Drangarnir. But actually where we are standing now, the mountain is called Dangarnir.
Dangarnir. And you live over there in the little village over that side, so any trouble they can see you. No good sneaking over here. They got watchful eyes on you.
We will come in again.
Yeah, totally. We got warned at the beginning.
My father will.
Yeah.
With the boat. Yeah.
I've already been warned about her father. I wouldn't get away with some of the things I've got away with today. So if he ever sees this video, she'll probably get in trouble for letting me. Yeah. she'll just say, I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
No, but he will pick us up in the boat.
Yeah, yeah.
And he is actually a really nice person. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't cross him.
Yes.
Right, let's. How much longer do you think we got? Half an hour? 20 minutes?
Yeah, half an hour, yeah.
About half an hour. Yeah. Right, I've got to get a shape on because I need to get down to the water's edge. Thank you. See you in a bit. Yeah. Right, we've got to get moving. Isn't she nice? She's a cracking person. Like she said, it's her dad that wouldn't let you get away with stuff. It's really good. So I'm now down on the rocks, down on the beach. So I'm just trying to find that composition that everyone looks for to get the moving water. But the tide is really low, so we're very limited on how we can use this. It's too low, is it? Is it all right? Right, let's get down. This rock's very, very gritty and volcanic. You can tell. You can tell by walking on it how grippy it is. Few steps, yeah, and it's awfully barnacly. But I wouldn't want to do this if it was a sort of treacherous weather. This would be a little bit iffy and dodgy. So, steps, looking for some steps that make it look like we can get down. Not too easy when I've got a camera in my hand. Let me turn this off and I'll speak to you when I get there. Woo! That bit's slippy.
Okay?
Yep, fine. Don't step on the seaweed.
It's like swim wrong. I'm like, whoa. Is that going to be edited out?
No, that's going in. Definitely go. I don't edit nothing out. So as I was making my way, I just stepped on a little bit of green seaweed. Total tumble. Gosh, ever so quick it can happen just like that, and you can end up in the water. Lucky enough, you're still with me, and I've still got a tripod in my hand and a camera attached to it. Right, and that is with Vibram sole boots as well. No matter how grippy and how good your boots are, a little bit of seaweed, a little bit of the sea attached to it, no good at all. Right, I'm now low as I'm going to get. The tide's down, the tide's really low, so there's not a lot of movement in the water, but I'm going to make the best as I can to get some sort of movement and swirl wherever it works, but it's very, very low compared to what, when you're saying if it's any deeper and higher, it makes this position I'm in now quite treacherous, so this is good, this is good. Just saying to Simon just now that as much as I'm so excited, this slippy stuff's all, I'm so overly excited, you know, about being here and being in this situation, standing where some of my greats, you know, like the Mads Iverson, the big man with a beard.
Nick Page?
Nick Page, that's the word, yeah, you know who I mean, mate.
Father Christmas,
yeah,
then.
Father Christmas, yeah. Yeah, Nick Page and people like that have been here and I've watched for years on my, you know, on YouTube and stuff, and you know, even inspired to be like and to do stuff, and that's them that's brought me here now, you know, from seeing their videos. It's not giving me that 100% wow. I think it's because I'm you know, we haven't got the light show and the game that could, you know, quite easily be here, but to be here and seeing it is just phenomenal. But it's just a shame. We had some beautiful little speckles of light as we came in, and at the moment it's pretty much as it is, which is pretty flat. And we're really working on some long exposures because there's nothing else we can do that's making it any different or any more exciting than what we've got in front of us. So I've got my 6-stop on, I'm doing 2-second times, maybe 3-second times, just trying to get that bit of movement. There's a little bit of a swirl that's going on in front of us, and you know, if we can get that, it'd be quite nice. It's a shame this isn't a bit whiter and fluffier coming through between sort of just below our legs, because that would make it even better still. But honest, you can't take away from this. This is phenomenally beautiful and amazing. Another thing, I'm not being ungrateful by saying that. It's just that as photographers, you photograph. I nearly threw my camera in the water just now. I slipped on a little bit of red stuff and I went that way. Oh, good job I had hold of it. I'm up closer to the edge now. I'm still with Simon. Simon's moved up. I'm doing a few exposures with about 3, 4, 5 seconds because I'm trying to expose to the sky, trying to expose to the rocks, and then I'm taking 2 to 3 second exposures for the swirly motion. And we've moved up really close because we're making the best of the situation we're in. We haven't got any light on the rocks. We haven't got any big epic crashing waves, but we have got some swirly momentum going on in the water in front of us. So I'm using that in the bottom right hand thirds. We've got Dangarnir over on the left hand thirds. And yeah, it's just keep hitting the shutter button and just hoping you're going to get one particular water pattern that does something a bit different, whether it spins or crashes over, rolls, and that's what's going to make the images quite nice. My images look really dark on the back of the camera, but I'm sure they'll be fine when I pull them out. It's very dark because we've got dark rocks, we're in the shade, and we've got light swirls, so we'll see what it's like. I want to look at them, but I know if I look at them, I'm going to miss something, and I don't want to miss something. So now I'm going to try maybe 1.5 seconds, less time, maybe you'll get slightly less movement. I'm going to come back to you in a bit and I'll end the video soon. In fact, I won't, because we're going I've got to get over that direction, so I'm just trying to find a path through that I can get back up on the rocks because the boat has come in, so it's a case of making our way across and up at the same time. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I've had my drone out as well, only a very short drone one because our ride's turned up and we can't obviously hang around and waste too much precious time. In such a long time coming, and now we're here. It's pretty cool, pretty cool that we've been and done it, and I'm buzzing in all fairness. So I'm going to take you for a trip on the boat and I'll end the video there, so bear with me. We are on the boat and give him a bashing. Mr. Rose here, he's made it. We've got Robin, Simon, and go on, I'll go. Yep. I'm trying to bash anyone with me bag. Oh, we're on. We're in. little one at the top there sticking out. That's the rock I was stood on earlier on where I shouldn't have been stood. It's alright. This is really nice, being able to be taken through the actual arch and round Dangarnir itself. Really spectacular, amazing stuff. Watch that tripod. That's it. I'm going to check out now. We've just got back. We're just back on dry land again. That was a bit of a treat, a bit of a special. Actually, going through the arch was just fantastic. It really was. I had a camera, drone, a camera, phone. Everything was in my hand. I nearly dropped a lot, but no, good experience. So much fun, and totally recommend it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up, it means a lot. And if you want to see more from the Faroe Islands, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and wait for the next video to come out, because we're going somewhere even specialer. No, it's not. It's about the same specialer tomorrow. And we've also had a bit more hairier and scarier. But yeah, no, please tune in, and ciao for now. See you soon. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye. Bye. Say bye, everybody. Bye. Say bye. 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 Say wave. Bye. 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 Bye.